Ladies and gentlemen, please silence your cell phones and noisemakers until the conclusion of the ceremony. Good morning. I am Dr. Insoon Olson, the 8th principal of Northridge High School. Welcome to the commencement of the class of 2021. Please join me in thanking the wonderful El Jabel Pipe Band for leading our graduates into the stadium. Northridge High School Grizzlies, class of 2021, are you ready? Parents, guardians, families, friends, and honored guests, we present to you the Northridge High School class of 2021. It is my pleasure to welcome and introduce our guests and administrators for our commencement ceremony. Board of Education President Michael Matthews. Board of Education Vice President Terry Pappas. Board of Education Director John W. Hafley. Board of Education Director Natalie Mash. Board of Education Director Rhonda Solis. Board of Education Director Pepper Mueller. And Board of Education Director Ray Talley. Superintendent Dr. Deirdre Pilch. Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Schools Anthony Asmus. Chief of Safety and Security John Gates. Greeley School Resource Officers. District 6 Communication Department and Administration. Assistant Principal Marky Ramirez. Assistant Principal Adam Cohn. Assistant Principal Jeff Collins. Thank you for joining us today. Good morning, Grizzlies, for one final time this year. I was able to greet you this way 70 times this spring through the daily announcement videos. You showed me grace and patience as I bumbled through reading the announcements and at times showing incorrect slides and experiencing technology difficulties. I remember back in the fall of 2017, you were cheered to your section of your bleachers by our entire Grizzly family in your first rite of passage ceremony. Your individual faces were filled with excitement, wonder, and maybe a little apprehension as you walked across the gym floor as a freshman. How our celebrations have evolved in our all-school assemblies and after-school events. Our crowds become more familiar with cheers and celebrations for our athletes. The hallways were filled with laughter and shared experiences both in and out of the school day. You became each other's sources of strength, and that camaraderie really came to fruition during your final year of high school. The class of 2021 helped to embody who we are today due to your involvement in all the different activities offered throughout your 4 years of high school. This class has made a lasting impression on the legacy of Grizzlies. We are so proud of all of your accomplishments, awards, and have watched you persevere through the end of your high school career in the most challenging year in the most recent decade of graduating seniors. You did it. You have developed skills that will forever provide you with a capacity to be adaptable to change, have empathy for others, and find ways to reach your goals no matter your learning environment. We cannot wait to see all that you do in the next decade. Many aspects of our world has rapidly changed since your birth in 2003, or 4, or 5, and I know you all will accomplish great many things and have careers in fields that do not even exist today. When you entered the building as a freshman, you started your high school experience with a rite of passage and gained the freshman symbol of self-esteem. Your sophomore year was the symbol to improve. Junior year was partnership, and finally senior year, success. Now as graduates, I think he does that every year. Now as graduates, you earn your final rite of passage symbol, Domain of the Grizzly. This poem was created by an original Grizzly, Mr. Kelly Gonzalez. Domain of the Grizzly. In the majestic forests of the Rocky Mountains resides a regal grizzly. The earth trembles at his approach, his muscles rip with each thundering step. Like the Rockies, he towers over his domain. Creatures great and small respect the grizzly, for his awesome strength is legendary, his agile quickness deceptive. Confident and fearless, displaying his power as a warning, exhibiting fair judgment and discretion to those crossing his path. Only ill-mannered transgressors experience his mighty fury. Guardian of the animal kingdom, thriving in adverse conditions, symbol of pride, strength, endurance, respect, and triumph. Only those with honorable intentions and integrity can enter the domain of the grizzly. At this time, I would like to have those graduates who are the first in their family to graduate from high school to please stand and be recognized. Stand. Okay. Congratulations, you did it. With the graduates who are the first in their family to attend college, please stand and be recognized. Well done. With the graduates who will serve in the armed forces, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your service to our country. With the graduates who will serve in any of the medical or emergency services, please stand and be recognized. We need you more than ever. I would also like to recognize the many individuals who have helped our graduates participate in today's commencement ceremony. First, I would like to recognize the amazing, outstanding, flexible, and supportive Northridge staff. It is an honor to work with you. Graduates, please stand. Please stand. Face your family and celebrate those who are supporting you today. Also, everybody wave to that white camera over there to all of your relatives who are watching through our streaming services. Please have a seat. Thank you, parents and guardians, for all your support you have provided your child over their years in high school. It takes a partnership between families and their school in order for every student to walk across this stage. Finally, and most of all, I would like to thank the class of 2021. It was my pleasure serving as your principal for the past 4 years, especially this year, the year of COVID protocols and safety regulations. Thank you for being a part of our family, no matter what your learning environment was. You made it. This year, we are honored to have Chance Jenkins as our first student speaker. Chance is the son of Christopher and Janiah Jenkins. While attending Northridge High School, Chance enjoyed being in the dance class and a member of JROTC. His favorite class was weightlifting. Chance is grateful for his time here since he's had such wonderful support from staff and students. Chance will be attending Ames Community College in the fall to discover what path he'd like to choose as a career.
Good morning, everyone. Well, my speech is called about never giving up. It's great to be here today. Such a blessing. I'm happy to be here today, as I know you're all also. It's been a rocky year, not knowing if we're going to be able to participate in our graduation ceremony. We've been through a lot and accomplished, even especially with good times, even bad. We're wearing this cap and gown today. We made it. We met our goal, and happy to be here together. Now we can chase our dreams, our futures, and become whatever our heart desires. I'm here to speak to you about never giving up and tell you a little bit about my story. I attended Shawshing Elementary School. Great school, by the way. I loved all my teachers that I had. In the first grade, my teacher had noticed that I wasn't learning as quickly as other students in my class. Needless to say, I was put on an IEP, and they also wanted me to hold me back that year. However, my parents were in a disagreement with them. By the second grade, my learning hasn't improved, but rather gotten worse. I wasn't focused, easily distracted, always comparing myself to other students in my class. Then they discovered I had hearing loss and needed to wear hearing aids. My parents had made a choice to hold me back. It wasn't easy for me. I constantly called myself stupid, dumb, always comparing myself to others. Calling myself stupid, always comparing myself to others because I wasn't grasping the concept in school. It was twice as hard for me. I battled every day, beating myself into the progress. Many times I wanted to give up, stop trying. My parents nor my teachers would let me. I kept pushing, trying harder, and encouraged myself through it all. My parents told me to stop comparing myself to others, that my only competition is myself, to be the best that I can, and to believe in myself. I set a goal, and I knew I had accomplished it. My parents and my teachers were there through it all, giving me support and encouragement that I needed to keep pushing forward. It was no easy task for me. I struggled a lot, but was determined to meet my goal. Every time I failed, I kept picking myself up, pushing myself up to try harder. I wouldn't let myself give up, even though many times I wanted to. I stand here today because I met my goal. I'm graduating a year early, the actual year I'm supposed to. I worked hard to get here, and I owe it to my parents and the teachers who stood by my side. Miss Tammy Odell, Miss Sherry Tyson, Miss Dana, who's been there since middle school, and many others who's been supported me and believed in me. Thank you all. I'm living proof. If you don't give up and keep trying, you can accomplish anything. I want to say thank you to the Northridge staff and to our parents who's been here with us through the struggle. It's okay to fail at things as long as you keep trying and don't give up. Class of 2021, we didn't give up, we made it. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Chance. Abigail Weaver is our second student speaker today. Abby is the daughter of Becky and Jason Weaver. While attending Northridge, Abby was very active in her school and community. She took part in Student Council, National Honor Society, Sources of Strength, LINK, and the D6 Student Health Advisory Council, track, and softball. This fall, Abby will be attending Colorado State University to study journalism.
Good morning, class of 2021. When I look at our class today, I can't help but feel a sense of pride. I look at us and see people who defied all the obstacles that wanted to stop us from sitting here today. Whether it was something physical, mental, or an entire pandemic that told us we didn't deserve to be here today, we defied it. and we did so with the help of one another, the help of teachers, advocates, family, and friends. When I look at the people here today, I see the people who broke records in track, wrestling, softball, basketball, nearly every sport we were involved in. We were the loudest in assemblies and the most competitive in class games. We've witnessed Mr. Cone sashay across the gym in a crop top. We learned how to avoid being swept away from our friends during passing periods, and we challenged one another to never stay stagnant. We are the students that survived clown scares and a global pandemic. I know that may not be something people would want to remember, but I believe we ought to acknowledge that. We deserve to, because it serves as proof that we are resilient. For more has connected us than that which separates us. Where there was grief, hurt, and exhaustion, we found growth, hope, and renewal. And we have become better activists and allies to one another for this fact. How can we not be proud of that? We evolved into the people we are today, and will continue to evolve long after this, with the chance to become sensations, not just sensationalistic. The mountain we are standing on faces numerous others ready to be scaled. For whatever mountains we continue to climb, whatever ones we choose to settle upon, there will always be someone here at Northridge that has supported us, changed us, or cheered us on. Someone who will proudly smile when they see us up on our mountaintops. I'm not saying it will be easy for us to climb these hills. It surely wasn't easy to hike this one, but we did it. It didn't matter if we faced conflicts with our sports, our grades, or one another, because ultimately we were able to maneuver a new trail to get here today. We're going to split off into different directions, different paths we each have a right to explore. Those paths will come with their fair share of storms to weather. Yet if we've learned anything from our time here, we know we are capable of handling it. And at the end of the day, through thick and thin, we will always have been Northridge Grizzlies. And that is something to be proud of.
Thank you, Abby. It is my pleasure to introduce you to the class of 2021 selected keynote speaker, Mr. Jeffrey Fulton.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Saludos a todos las familias, parientes, los escuelas y facultad. Un reconocimiento distinto a todos los miembros de la clase de 2021 de la Escuela Northridge. Greetings to all families, relatives, guests, and faculty. A distinct acknowledgement to all members of the Northridge High School class of 2021. Congratulations, you made it. What a year. Yes? 14 months ago, Superintendent Pilch and her cabinet crafted and recrafted many helpful and accommodating educational strategies that impacted all of us. Their supportive management helped steer you to the chair you are now seated in. However, you students are the true megastars. I applaud you. Prior to the pandemic, had you ever heard of fully remote? I didn't. Hybrid learning, Asynchronous learning. I was in faculty meetings. I was like, what does that mean? Nearpod. I thought that meant something that goes in your ear when you're listening to music. Quizlet. And of course, you may not be able to Zoom until you loom. These were all newfangled expressions that grasped all of us by surprise. Likewise, in preparing for this speech, I found a new word being used in our society. It's called upskilling. Upskilling. And it means to expand your abilities and to learn additional skills. In the last 14 months, all of you have been upskilling yourselves. You have been quite impressive. Traditionally, teachers teach and students learn. However, since March of 2020, education became distinctly different. You students have taught the faculty. You have taught us two types of skills. There are hard skills and there are soft skills. You have shown us hard skills like technology mastery. On a simple side, you politely tutored your teachers, including myself, to unmute myself. Why do you have to hit a button to do that? It just should work. And to share my sound. You mastered the use of Chromebooks, which are now as common as pen and paper. You have invented the wheel of modern education. Thank you. Maybe more importantly, yeah, I tricked you, I'm not done. Maybe more importantly are soft skills. These are real. They are self-reliance. They are self-motivation, adaptability, time management, flexibility, and teamwork. You have exhibited patience with your instructors. All of you have conquered systemic and personal obstacles every day, kind of like singing the national anthem. I tell my football teams all the time, we must be comfortable with being uncomfortable. The class of 2021 exemplifies this motto. Your newly established talents will serve you well in the very near future. And now I'd like to disclose 3 proposals for your consideration. Number 1, Harvard professor Arthur C. Brooks has written many books on happiness. One of his pivotal advices is to avoid the culture of contempt. Contempt is made up of anger and malice. Contempt makes compromise impossible. Dr. Brooks tells us not to assume that your values are based in love and your neighbors are based in hate. Don't assume that. I almost feel like the adults of our nation should apologize to the children of our country for some of our behaviors. Assume the good in all people that you meet. I have to switch sides. Embrace your fellow man. Dr. Brooks suggests that we become the standard bearers that choose to uplift and unite, not to denigrate and divide. I challenge you. Number 2, be watchful and vigilant of everything that you read or listen to. Know that what enters your inbox can be harmful. I pocketed this quote from another author named Parker Palmer. He said, "The shape of your knowledge becomes the shape of your living." Be careful of what goes in your inbox. Be enlightened. And finally, I have given you all a business card up in the staging area that I'd like you to hang on to. One side says you have a permit to fail. I have always adopted this philosophy, especially when I speak to graduates. Please know that you occasionally will miss the mark in your life. However, based on your performance and adaptability of the past year, you can endure all things. You can do it. On the other side of your business card are the lyrics of a song that has the potential to inspire you. I know the older people in the audience are going to remember this song. It was originally written by Bob Dylan, but sung by a guy named Rod Stewart in 1988. And the song is Forever Young. Old people, yes or no? You recall this one? Pardon me. Wanted to play the song for you, can't, because there's lawyers everywhere, and that's okay. I challenge you to find the many ways that will keep you youthful. I teach school to keep me youthful, and that's a credit to you guys. Unearth those fascinations that make you laugh. Uncover the things that you will enthusiastically pursue. Conceive and construct an environment of charity. It'll make you happier. Listen to that song when you get home. Espero que su familia sea saludable y resuelta. Que seas joven para siempre. Stay forever young. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Fulton. Greeley-Evans School District 6 board members and Superintendent Pilch. These young men and women seated before you have met the academic requirements of the state of Colorado and Greeley-Evans School District 6. It is the judgment of the Northridge High School faculty that these young people will carry forth the ideals in our motto, one who conquers oneself conquers all. Therefore, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the Northridge High School graduating class of 2021, a contingency of 246 students. I now present the Board of Education Director, Ms. Rhonda Solis, who will accept the class of 2021.
Thank you, Dr. Olson. From the school board, we want to say students, staff, and families, you did it, and we're proud of you. What a great honor it is to stand before you all, the class of 2021 of Northridge High School, and share with you the heartfelt greetings from the District 6 Board of Education. We are excited to join you, your family, and friends, and staff, and faculty in proudly recognizing your accomplishments. It is my pleasure as a member of the Greeley-Evans School Board 6 Board of Education to certify that each of you has met all the graduation requirements of Northridge High School as recommended and certified by the faculty and staff. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Education, you are now authorized to receive your individual diploma. Congratulations to each of you.
At this time, we will present diplomas to the class of 2021. Graduating seniors' names will be read by faculty members Mr. Joshua Seamatter and Mr. Adam Cordova. The class of 2021's flower is a magnolia, which signifies perseverance. Their motto is, success isn't always about greatness, it's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to great success. Greatness will come. By Dwayne Johnson. Each student will receive a flower to give to someone who has helped him or her prepare for this joyful new adventure.
Astra Jolie Krakauer. Daniela Mesa. Chance Luke Israel Jenkins.
Noah Pugh.
McKenna Ruby Grace Cone.
Alberto Bubba Cruz Torres.
Abigail Kenna Weaver.
Ramon Tony Aragon.
Maeve Elizabeth Pippin.
Fatima Brasida Arenas.
Jose Luis Chaveria.
Aisha Alexis Sepulveda.
Aaron Taylor Ness.
Michaela Dawn Barber.
Bethany Michelle Grace Kohler.
Samantha Nicole Kircher.
Haley Peyton Luca Jensen.
Carrie Anna Wood.
Kimberly Michelle Pacheco.
Lillian Ray Mersha.
Osvaldo Beltrán Moreno.
Emma Lee Schaefer.
Jonathan Javier Jimenez.
Madison K. Van Soest.
Jesus Gomez.
Allison Nicole Cron.
Julissa Rosa Naranjo.
Ivan Thomas Miller.
José Gilberto Ramos.
Zachary David Padilla.
Rafael Vironche Maravilla. Alexander Orejel. Hope Nicole Cruz.
Riley James Hinkle.
Ethan Michael Clark.
Alexander Gerald Porter.
Stephanie Zurita Perez.
Johan Zavala.
Colton Douglas Magnuson.
Destiny Kayleen Campos.
Esmeralda Ann Benavente.
Kevin Erasmo Rodriguez.
Yasmin Deliana Rodriguez.
Eduardo Marufo.
Yaslin Gomez Rubio.
Joangel Ruben Flores.
Marissa Nicole Pineda.
Edwin Lara.
Sandra Castaneda. Okay.
Gabrielle Claire Hernandez.
Noemí Lupita Guzmán Gómez.
Joshua Dylan Kesterson.
Madison Marie Roberts.
Nydia Maribel Strom Salazar.
Kayla Madison Lumberdali.
Leo Brooks Sage.
Alexandra Navarro Arendano.
Juan Reveles Hernandez.
Ariana Navarro Arendano.
Yemi Araceli Garcia Soto.
Luis Aarón Terrones de la Cruz.
Adeline Alvarado Vega.
Jaime Loma.
Yes, I bet!
Viviana Ruiz.
Esmeralda Acosta.
Alma Landon Gonzalez.
Fátima Carolina Moreno Rodríguez.
Yadira Soto Robero.
Adriana Cisneros Quesada.
Jeremiah Anthony Jimenez.
Esmeralda Victoria García.
Noah Joaquin Francia.
Jacqueline Luna Rodríguez.
Lucia Jocelyn Oliva.
Paola Ortega Diosdado.
Efraín Trujillo.
I know. Kaylee Rochelle Real.
Brianna Patricia Montiel Camacho.
Alyssa Jean Mage.
JC Johanna Jordan.
Rosario Gómez Vázquez.
Adrian Enrique Antuna.
Jennifer Benzor Gutierrez.
Kayla Joanna Salvaron Marquez.
Mariela López González.
Evelyn Ann Wallmeyer.
Rosie Esquivel.
Romeo Xavier Camacho.
Ismelda Gómez Miranda.
Jose Juan Garcia.
Perla Yasmín Tobar García.
Juan Carlos Gonzalez Lopez.
Stormy Iris Salcedo.
Jasmine Kelly Garman.
Michaela Rose Graff.
Patrick Andrew Diem.
Israel Núñez Martínez.
Mario Martin Perez.
Suriel Ayala Carrillo.
Juan Anders Ramirez Ramirez.
Roxana Paulina Reina Ochoa.
Imanol Zavaleta Lopez.
Álvaro Alión Mendoza.
Casey Ariano.
Gamaliel Ayala Carrillo.
Yaritza Morfin.
Jennifer Avila Mendez.
Kira Marie Anderson.
Cristian Calixto Laguna.
Kevin Gaucin Torres.
Arturo López.
Israel Elian Ibarra Gonzalez.
La Kapashi.
Haley Page Duncan.
Rogelio Ruiz Martínez.
Grace Nicole Settle.
Raudel Costilla Ibarra.
McKenna Jordan Zillman.
Daniel Nareja Valdez.
Caitlin Maggie Frank.
Kevin López Piña.
Reina Lynn Vega.
Luis Diego González Salines.
Brooklyn Ruth Pearson.
Elías Aguilar.
Sinley Zinn.
Cristian Romero.
Tula Bree Smith.
Yaralí Huerta.
Brian Lopez.
Abigail Sarah Ortega Teles.
Jacqueline Anais Ontiveros.
Michael Braden Meadows.
Anais Salazar Renteria.
Josiah Maverick Sierra Martinez.
Aron Francisco Vicente.
Rain Arian Schaefer. Gotcha. Olage.
Augustine Blas Rodriguez.
Carlos Elian Bocanega Garcia.
Oscar Valadez.
Karen Lupita Loma Garcia.
Jose Alfredo Landeros.
Yasmin Arce Molina.
Alejandro Jose Landeros.
Stephanie Lita Rango.
Jordan Elizabeth Taylor Holm.
Jacqueline Sainz.
Ong Char Toon.
Brittany Lopez Olage.
Davis. Nick Garcia.
Ethan Bradley Tomlinson.
Liam David Riley.
Avi Javier Mesa Flores.
Corina Milagros Olivas.
Isaí James Cipriano Zarate.
Freya Juliet Flores.
Alejandra González Muñoz.
Eduardo Santiago Ramirez.
Luis Castro.
Ruby Jean Tyson.
José Antonio Medina de la Cruz.
Destiny Amber Ramirez.
Anaí Meraz Maciel.
Cristo Jesus Vallejos.
Vanessa Letica Rueles Ariano.
Jacqueline Lopez Gonzalez.
Sierra Rose Gonzalez.
Denise Eileen Galvan.
Kayla Camila Cruz.
Jaime Contreras.
Taylin Mariah Maxwell.
Gilberto Jr. Gomez Serrano.
Nayeli Flores Corral.
Zach Harvey Heinzelman.
Arranchi Agos.
Miguel Angel Rivera.
Delaney Joe Womer.
Angelica Ann Santos.
Lainey Lee Lowry.
Olivia Ray Hinchley.
Mariana Hernandez.
Janessa Mia Lopez.
Isael Núñez Martínez.
Daniel Granados.
Ricardo Martínez Jr.
Analia Nunez Martinez.
Eric Jared de la Cruz Arreola.
Hondo Miguel Castro.
José Abraham Espino Vázquez.
Cruz Guzman Lopez.
Uciel Martínez Jiménez.
Juan Carlos Figueroa Apodaca.
Damian Thomas Parks.
Christian Damian Maharez Luna.
Hunter Wayne Williams.
Jonathan Lopez de la Cruz.
Angel Navarez Olivas.
Jose Ramon Rodriguez Gonzalez Jr.
Haley Marie Tomter.
Azucena Rodriguez Galindo.
Caleb Allen Heater.
Jolay Lolita Cummings.
Philip Charles Landrum.
Michaela Lynn Jewett.
Keegan Blaze Dyer. My babies.
Kenya Nilette Velasquez Cortez.
Marissa Simone Banks.
Emily Elizabeth Gibbs.
Chloe Athena Inosa.
Sandra Elizabeth Vicente Velasquez.
Perla Diane Armendariz.
Isabel Christina Miracle Gallegos.
Diego Gerardo Sardina Arroyo.
Roberto Esteban Leon.
Katia Jimenez Arroyo. What up?
Alyssa Ray Schroeder.
It's all good. Blanca Santiago Lopez Vicente. It's Ari, right? Ari.
Faith Ellis Reeder.
Flavio Idel Carrasco Juarez.
Jennifer Ortiz.
Jag Singh.
McKenna Jordan Buck.
Julius Casiar Rios.
Angie Hernandez Perez.
José Manuel Dorado García.
Mackenzie Kylie J. Alvarado.
Miguel Manuel Estorga.
Sabrina Denise Montoya.
Ari Jason Aquin.
Christopher Michael Young.
Braden Michael Miles.
Patrick Roy Mullen. Ridwan Hassan Mohammed. Jasmine Cecilia Holguin. And we want to make sure that his name gets read over the loudspeakers. Tyler Joshua Oakes.
Thank you and congratulations, class of 2021. Okay, graduates, here's your moment. Graduates, you may now take your left hand. You may move your tassel from the left side to the left side of your cap. I'm so sorry. I'm going to start over. Here we go. Graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left side of your cap to indicate you have officially graduated.